Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today. Aaron from Rodin here. Thanks for coming along to see pdfDocs. I have Garlo on the line and he'll be taking you through the software. A little bit of an introduction about the software. So a few months back, I started working with Latera and pdfDocs through a couple of mutual clients. We came across the software, people are already using it. I investigated it and had a look at it and looked at the software in comparison to Adobe Acrobat. I feel that with Adobe Acrobat, while it's a fantastic product, it is also very expensive. And looking at pdfDocs, looking at what they offered, looking at the price point, and all the features inside it about editing PDFs, redacting information, things like merging documents together, all of these features that they had just really seemed really appropriate for all of our client base. So I've been trialing the product, using it myself and across Rodin, and it's been really, really good. So we will today be going through those features, showing you how it fits. And yeah, as I mentioned, as a price point, it's really good price point. So PDF editing and those, I guess, redacting, those features that we see across many of our clients, they're sometimes out of reach from a price point for many clients. Yeah, I often see in my consulting work across companies that maybe one person in the business has the ability to do that, or just a couple. But that creates its own challenges, and it's hard to create processes on how to do those things. So yeah, so I'll hand you over to Garlo, and he'll take you through the software and the main feature sets. And then if you want any further information, feel free us, and we can organize trials and demonstrate how it works, and any other questions you have. We'll be watching the chat and questions come through, so if you do have anything, feel free to put it through. We might not answer it straight away because we've only got a short period of time with you, but we definitely will answer all questions either at the end or after the webinar. It's also being recorded for anyone that you want to pass it on to. So with that, I'll hand over to you, Garlo, and let you take it from there.
Thank you, Aaron. I just want to confirm that everyone can see my screen now.
Yeah, mate, we can see that.
Great. So as Aaron already mentioned, today we'll be taking a look at pdfDocs, our PDF editing software. So basically with pdfDocs, you have the ability to work with two different modes. We have single document mode, which is a mode that will enable you to work with one file. Maybe if you just want to add a cover page into a document, if you want to review the document, or if you want to redact some text in that document. Then we have the organizing mode, which is a mode that would allow us to collate multiple documents together so that we can work with them from within one single platform. You can bring documents together from your DMS if you're currently using a document management system, or from your computer. The main feature of the organizing mode is that you have the ability to shuffle documents or pages around so that you can organize them in the right order before you collate them all into a single PDF document. So let me start with single document mode. There are different ways to upload documents into pdfDocs. You can right-click on the document and select the Open in pdfDocs option, or you can simply drag and drop the document into the pdfDocs icon on your desktop. And this is the user interface of pdfDocs. Just to give you a quick introduction on it, on the left-hand side, we have a Pages pane. We also have a navigation pane that we can use to look for words in the document, and we can also look for patterns in the document, such as credit card numbers, tax file numbers, email addresses, dates, etc. And we will also have our bookmarks here. At the top, of course, we have our Home, Review, Edit, Protect, and View tabs. And I will be taking you through these tabs during this demo today. So the first thing that I'm going to do today is I'm going to grab this document and I'm going to review it, and I'm going to make it ready so I can send it out to someone, to whoever I need to send this document to. So let's start by applying some annotations into this document. And to do that, I will go to my review ribbon, and here I have all my annotation tools. From here, I can highlight text in my document. I also have the ability to underline text, or I can even strike through text in my document if I want to. I have the ability to add different types of comments too. I have my regular comments. These are like sticky notes that I will be able to shuffle around the document and put them wherever I need to. Have my text comments, and I also have my text box comments that I can put them here, just like that. Of course, I have the ability and the flexibility to change the color of the comments, to change the color of highlight or strike through by simply selecting on it and using the format ribbon at the top, and I will be able to change the color of these annotations in my document. One more thing that I want to point out here is that now that I've added a few comments into this document, if I want to review the comments, I can either do it manually or I can have a look at the comments pane, and here I will have all the comments that I currently have in this document. So this will make life easy for me if I'm going through a large document that has a lot of comments on it. All right. So finally, after I'm done with this document, and the only thing that is left for me to do is to sign this document to say that I have reviewed this document. And to do that, we will use a custom stamp. Let me show you how to do that. So we'll go to the review ribbon, and here we have our stamps tool. From here, we can use some stamps that will come with the software by default, your approved, not approved stamps. You have your sign here stamps as well. You have dynamic stamps. And here is where you create a new custom stamp if you want to add your signature into a document. So from here, I can simply name this stamp Gallo signature, select the image option, and from here, I can upload an image of my signature. So let me go grab my signature, have my signature there. And from here, I have the ability to simply change the size of this signature and select OK, and then come back to my document and apply it into my document just like that. If I want to sign every single page in my document, I can simply do that by right-clicking on the signature and selecting the Apply to Pages option. And from here, I have the ability to apply my signature into all the pages of my document. I will click OK. And as you can see here, I have been able to apply the signature into both pages of my document. Great, so let's close this document now and let's move into a different workflow. I will open up this document again. But let's say that now I want to add a cover page into this document. There are many different ways that you can do that. But the easiest way to do that is to simply select your cover page and drag and drop it inside pdfDocs just like that. And as you can see, I have now my cover page inside pdfDocs. Of course, I don't want to have this cover page as the last page of my document. I want to have it as the first page of my document. And to do that, I simply drag and drop and put it as the first page of my document. Okay. Let's say that you want to protect sensitive information in this document. You might have email addresses in this document that you don't want there. You might have tax file numbers in this document and you don't want to have those tax file numbers there. You want to be able to redact them. Let me show you the different ways that pdfDocs can help you with redaction. So all of our redaction tools will be under the Protect ribbon in the Redact section. From here, I can select the Mark Area tool. With this tool, you have the ability to select sections in the document that you want to redact. For example, this section. You might be asking yourself, why am I seeing these red rectangles around the sections that I have selected to redact? This is because redaction is a two-step process in pdfDocs. We will apply this red rectangle around the section that you have redacted. You can save this document as it is now, send it to your manager and ask your manager, hey, are you okay with me redacting this section? If they come back to you and they say, no, I don't want you to redact this section, I want you to keep it, you can simply come back to your document, right click on this section and select delete. But if you need to redact this section, you simply select apply. pdfDocs will prompt you again to double check if this is in fact the section that you want to redact, because once you have applied redaction using pdfDocs, it cannot be undone. What we are basically doing, we are removing that text layout from the document. So I will select yes, and just like that, I have been able to redact that section in my document. As I said, there are many different ways that you can apply redaction using our software. You can mark whole pages for redaction, but you can also use our search tool. So what this search tool is going to enable you do is you will be able to look for words in the document that you want to redact. So for example, if you want to redact all the words listed in this document, you can simply type it there. All the words will come up on this list, and you can simply select the ones that you want to redact. You can do the same thing for patterns. So let's say you have a document and you don't want to have tax file numbers in that document. You can select the tax file numbers option, but in this case, I will select email addresses. So as you can see, I have 2 email addresses in my cover page, and I of course don't want to have them there. And I will simply select tick all, mark tick results. This will apply the first step of reduction. Then I will select to apply, yes, and just like that, I have been able to redact all the email addresses that I had in this document. Okay, so for watermarks, pdfDocs will allow you to create your own watermark, or you can also use the watermarks that will come by default with software. As you can see here, we have some watermarks that have come out of the box with pdfDocs. So we have the confidential watermarks, we have the draft watermarks, sample watermarks, and do not copy watermarks. But as I said, you also have the ability to customize your own watermark if that's something that you want to do. Similarly, you have the ability to customize your own page numbering, or you can also use the page numbering that comes by default with pdfDocs. And if you want to customize it, you can simply select the customize header and footer option. And here you will have the ability to customize every section on your header or footer. So we give you that flexibility to play around with these settings. Okay, so let's now talk about security. We all know that security is really important nowadays, especially when you are sending documents outside of your organization. If you're emailing documents to a different company or to your client, you want to make sure that you protect your documents. And pdfDocs offers you a wide variety of security options that you can apply into your documents. So all of those security options will be in the security section of the protect ribbon. And here we will have the ability to apply different levels of encryption into this document. You can add a password into the document for an extra layer of security. And you will also have the ability to restrict the editing and printing of documents. Okay, so once your document is ready and you are ready to send it out, what most of our customers would do if they didn't have pdfDocs is they would save this document into their computer, and then they will attach it into a new email. But since pdfDocs has a direct integration with Outlook, you have the ability to send documents that you are currently working on with pdfDocs directly into Outlook. So let me show you how to do that. So if we go to the home ribbon, here you will have your email option. If you select that option, you will have this page, and here you can change the attachment name for this document. So in this case, I will call it Rodin document. And I will select send as attachment, and what will happen now is pdfDocs will talk to Outlook, and Outlook will open up a new email message for us with that document as an attachment. And from here, I can simply select the recipients and add some text in this email and send it on its way. So we have that ability to make things easier for you if you work with Outlook. Okay, so let's close this email message now, and let's close pdfDocs. There is a feature of pdfDocs that has become very popular in the past few years, which is the ability to OCR documents with our software. So let me show you how to do that. I will go ahead and open this document. And what we have here is an image-based document. As you can see, it's a scanned document, a badly scanned document. If I try to look for words in this document, so if I try to look for the word investor, for example, you can see that nothing will come up on my list. But as I said, with our software, you have the ability to OCR this type of documents, so you can turn them from a non-searchable document into a fully searchable document. To do that, you simply have to go to the edit ribbon, and here we have our OCR tool. Once you select to OCR this document, pdfDocs will start the process of OCR in this document. It just takes a couple of seconds. And once the document is ready, let's go ahead and look for that same word, investor. And as you can see, all those words will now come up on my list, and I can simply navigate through each of these words. using the entries on this list. Another thing that pdfDocs has done with this document is has DSQ the document, and now it's in the center, but we still have these gray lines from when the document was scanned. We can easily get rid of these lines using something called white reduction. Let me show you how to do that. So we will go to the protect ribbon, and here we will use again the mark area tool. I will select to redact this line, and I will change the fill color to white, and I will do the same thing from this line, and I will select to change the fill color to white again, and I will select apply. Yes. And just like that, we have converted a SKU scanned document into a fully text searchable DSQ document that I can send out to whoever I need to send out this document to. But sometimes you might still want to be able to edit the text in this document. You might, for example, want to be able to change the title in this document, add a paragraph in the document, or remove some text in the document. You can easily do that exporting this document into Word. Let me show you how to do that. So with pdfDocs, you will have the ability to export documents to Word or to Excel, turn them into PDF, image, or text, and you can also use DocuSign if that's something that you use. But in this case, we will export this document to Word to show you what it looks like. So I will select create a Word document, and what will happen is pdfDocs will grab this image-based document, and it will convert it into a fully functional Word document that I will be able to make changes to this document. I will be able to add text, remove text, or do any other changes that I need to do. So as you can see here, I have my document. I can remove this paragraph. I can add some more text in this document. I can remove the title, or do any other change into this document. Once I'm ready, and let's say I want to convert this document back into a PDF, I can easily do that using the DocScope ribbon inside Word. So we also have an integration with Office, so you will have this DocScope ribbon inside Word and Excel with these tools here. So this Open in pdfDocs option will allow you to open this document back into pdfDocs, so basically converting the document into a PDF. You will also have the ability to import this document into an organizer project if you're working with one. You can email this document as PDF directly from within Word, and you can also save this document as a PDF. Okay, so let's close this document, and let's now talk about our second mode, which is the organizer mode. So as I mentioned at the beginning, the organizer mode will allow you to bring multiple documents together so you can work with them from within one single platform. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and upload a few documents into an organizer project, and let's start working with these documents. So I'll grab this document here, this one, and also this document. I will right click and I will select the import into project option. What will happen is pdfDocs will grab those documents and it will upload it into an organizer project for me. We know we're working with an organizer project because you can see here on the top right corner, organizer project. As you are able to see, that user interface of single document mode and the organizer mode is pretty much the same. The only difference is that you will have here a list of all the documents that you are currently working with. Okay, there are many different ways that you can upload documents into an organizer project. As I just showed you, you can select the documents, right click and select the import into project option. You can also simply drag and drop documents directly into your organizer project. You can drag and drop pages directly into the pages thumbnail in pdfDocs, put them wherever you need to put them. But we also have something called the DocScope PDF printer. Let me show you what this is. So let's go ahead and open this Excel spreadsheet here. We all know that working with Excel is always a nightmare, especially if you are trying to print an Excel spreadsheet. It's all about printing errors. But as I said, pdfDocs give you the ability to use the DocScope PDF printer. So let me show you how to use it. Let's say I want to print this Excel spreadsheet into my current open organizer project. To do that, I simply select the table that I want to print. So for example, I want to select this. I want to print this table here. I'll go to File, Print, And here I will have my DocsCore PDF printer. Of course, you will have your other printers, but you will also have this one here. You simply select it, select print selection, and select print. And what will happen is pdfDocs will grab this Excel spreadsheet, print that table to PDF, and automatically add it into your currently open organizer project, as you can see here. So you have that flexibility to do that, not only from within Excel, you can do it from any application that allows you for printing. You can even do this from my website. As long as you have the ability to print documents, you will be able to use the DocsCore PDF print. So now that I have all my documents inside my organizer project, I can start working with these documents. I can simply shuffle the documents around to put them in the correct order. I can do the same thing for pages. I can shuffle pages around. If I don't want to work in with this pages view, I can simply change the view, and I can work with this view, and I can shuffle pages around. I can increase the size of this thumbnail so I can see what I'm working with, and I can shuffle pages around. If I want to edit documents individually, I can simply do that by right-clicking on the document, and I will get a document menu that will allow me to do different things such as page design, OCRing documents, exporting documents, and all that, all those sort of things. You can also do the same thing for pages. You can edit pages individually as well. If you select 2 pages, you will have that same page menu, but for those 2 pages. But let's say that you want to add, you want to apply stationery into this document. Okay, so for that, I'll go ahead and I will close this Excel spreadsheet, and I will add this Word document into my organizer project. As you can see here, this document doesn't have a letterhead, but I can simply add one just to this document by simply right-clicking on the document, selecting page design, apply stationery, and here I have my letterhead. If I select that option, what will happen is pdfDocs will add that letterhead just into that document that I have selected. I also have the ability to do that same thing for every single document in this organizer project using our review options and our ribbons at the top. But the good thing of this organizer project is that you can edit and work with documents and pages individually. Another thing that I want to point out here is that pdfDocs will have the ability to manage all your stationery with a central config. What this means is that you have the ability to deploy the same stationery to all the users in your firm, or you can even deploy stationery by user groups. So if you want finance to have a certain stationery sets, you can deploy just to finance. If you want IT to have different stationery set, you can do that. You can divide the way that you deploy stationery within your firm. So that's all what I have for today. But before I let you go, let me quickly show you our pdfDocs e-learning system, which is under this question mark on the top right corner. So what we have here, we have some very short, easy to follow videos that will take you through the most common workflows in pdfDocs, step by step, of course. And this come as part of your pdfDocs subscription. Great, so that's all what I have for today. Thanks everyone for your attention. I know this was a very quick session, but as Aaron mentioned at the beginning, this session is recorded and you will be receiving a recording of the session after we finish the session. And if we didn't get a chance to answer your questions, I will get to them after this session and get back to you via email. So back to you, Aaron.
Yeah, excellent. Thanks, Carlo. So thanks everyone for joining us. Look, just a couple of things to add there, just things that I've seen about the software. Like Carlo showed you the importing things into projects, so merging a lot of documents together. I've personally found that one very, very beneficial, putting together reports and multiple different documents from different departments or whatever the case may be, being able to sort of just rearrange pages across, 6, 7 documents, 30, 40 page 30, 40 pages, just moving them around to what they suit, deleting pages out, editing things on the fly, adding stationery, adding page numbering, all that type of stuff just has really been very beneficial to me. And then obviously just being able to export that out into a PDF. The toolbars inside Word, just simply being able to convert to PDF very quickly or open it up. And then that OCRing stuff that Carlo showed as well. These are all the things that I've seen that are Yeah, I just think are really powerful and really beneficial to many of our clients. Something to add there, apologies, Carl, if I missed if you said this and I missed it. The settings you spoke about, the stationery and applying your logos and things like that. Something else that I think is beneficial is that we can centralize that configuration for you across the business. So, if it's settings and stationery logos, things like that, letterheads and cover pages, we can put all that stuff centrally. So, if you're 30, 40, 50, 60 users across your business, they'll all see the same thing. So it's not like everyone needs to, continually create that themselves. So makes it really easy to standardize and yeah, just a great productivity tool, and they're quite cost effective as well. So I'll leave everyone there. As Gallo said, it'll be recorded. So thanks for your time. We really appreciate it. Any questions, we'll come back to you. And just reach out to your account manager if you're interested, and we can arrange either personalized demos or trials and whatever it is you need. So thanks for your time, everyone, and we'll wrap it up there. All right, thank you.